comedy. And how weird is that? A girl doing comedy. She's absolutely amazing. A teacher, well, you know what, I'll let you tell about you, and then when you finish, I'll fill in anything you forget. Let's welcome Gypsy Howling.
My name is Gypsy Howling, and sometimes people bring me up saying, this next performer has a really weird name. When my name would be a lot less weird if some of your ancestors hadn't done a better job killing some of my ancestors. For those of you who didn't laugh, that's okay. I know genocide jokes seldom kill. So, now that I have your attention, current events. You guys look smart. Do you guys pay attention to current events?
Yeah.
You look like you're a blogger. You're a blogger? You got that look about you. So, things in the news. Immigration, that's a problem, am I right? Since like 1492? Fuckers coming in, refusing to assimilate. Like if I said to you, Mato Skabade Shunka Wakan Chinchilla, you all know what I'm talking about, right? Because if you're gonna live in my country, the least you can do is speak the language. Not too much to ask. Now, I am actually not just a comic. I am a college professor. It's Dr. Gypsy. Oh, fuck you, that wasn't a joke, that's true. And I'm actually also a mom. I got that second shift on lockdown. See, some of you have read Feminist theory, good for you. And I actually got into comedy because though I love my kids, bless their hearts, if I had to read Goodnight Moon even one more time, I was going to have more in common with Andrea Yates than I'm comfortable with. So I figured I had to get out there and get the comedy thing going. Now, I teach some uncomfortable topics, ethnic studies, gender studies, and sometimes people have problems with some of those issues. Like when I talk about menstruation. For example, how many women here tonight are menstruating? Good for you, own that shit. Because there's nothing I hate more than some chick being like, I got my period. What'd you do, bitch? Go to CVS and pick it up on aisle 12? Like, sister, you were born with every egg you're gonna have, ever. Lean in, embrace it. And I'm like, I got my little friend. Or as my ex-husband used to say, the time when you're broken. Right, fuck him. That's why the ex came first. And it's fucked up. I remember in middle school, girls would be like, I only use slender regular tampons, not super, because I'm not a slut. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And that's the problem we have with the gender differences. If men menstruated, we'd have tampons named shit like Magnum. They'd be like Super Steel. Guys would be like, I don't bleed every 28 days, I bleed for 28 days, bro. Shit, yo. I got endometriosis, I pass clocks the size of my fist, I pack iron pills like Tic Tacs, I'm a warrior. But we're all like, I don't want to admit I'm menstruating. Yeah, that thing you do for a week every month for like 20 fucking years. I don't want anybody to know you're a girl. Freaky with that shit be. And it translates into the relationships we have with each other, right? Like if we're to believe the porn industry, all adult women look like prepubescent girls down here and blow-up dolls up here. Am I right? And you never, thank you. I hope you're against it, we'll just pretend you're on my side. I'm gonna give him the feminist benefit of the fucking doubt right there. That's what I call kindness. You ever see a woman menstruate in a porno movie? They should have women bleeding. Men should be like, my crimson goddess, bleed upon me and show me your fertility. Okay, I'll bite. You think that's nasty? But what's the fucking money shot in the porn industry? Male procreative fluid. Fuck a bunch of that. Ew. If we're to believe the porn industry, we're supposed to believe that we have women on their knees waiting for the ejaculate of not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 different men. First time I saw that was like prom night PTSD. I was like, shit, I didn't know you could get paid for that. College would have been cheaper and I'd have less student loans. Would have went a whole other way with that. I'm just saying, my friends, we're not going to have equality until we don't have women being like, I let him get some. Like, what are you, orgasm adverse? And we have guys being like, oh, well, I was gonna let her perform fellatio on me, but I wasn't sure if we were at that point in our relationship. I mean, what do you mean? So that's the problem. So as long as women keep getting fucked, we're gonna be fucked. You know what I'm saying? That's how that works. We gotta reclaim those kind of titles. So, what else do I want to talk to you guys about? Kids. How many of you guys got kids? Good for you. You remember the kids I talked about before? Yeah. Well, there's only one of them that stars in my jokes. And my other ones, I got 3. They're like, Mommy, why don't you tell jokes about me? Because you guys just aren't funny. But my one girl, she's wicked funny. Now, my house is a unique house because I'm not just American Indian, I'm also a Jew. Turns out oppressed was both of my parents' type. Now, I'm gonna go on a limb and assume we got some Christians here. Can I get a woo from the Christians? All right. Well, you had that holiday last spring, you know, the Easter one, where you stole a bunch of traditional shit from the pagans. I figured, fuck it, that's just not for you to do, so I'm gonna do that. So we decided we were gonna do the Easter Bunny thing. So we went shopping for our baskets, and my 9-year-old daughter Molly comes up to me with this massive pink laundry basket, and she's like, I found mine. I'm like, sweetie, that's not how it works. And she's like, I think the rule is whatever you get, they gotta fill it. I'm like, that's not it. She's like, how do you know? You're a Jew. Fair enough, I guess you can get it. And I remember how skeptical she was when she lost her first tooth. I heard you guys had a tooth loss here. So you know what this is like. She came home from kindergarten, lost a tooth. I'm like, oh, the tooth fairy is coming, Molly. She's like, who's the tooth fairy? I'm like, well, you're gonna put your tooth under your pillow and then the tooth fairy's gonna come and like take it and give you money. She's like, are you serious? Who would do that? What do they do with all those teeth? Do you know the tooth fairy? Well, no, but it's cool. It's going to be a cool thing. And she's like, well, how do you know that when they're like by my head looking at all these good teeth, they won't get tempted and take them too? It doesn't work that way. She's like, how do you know? You said you didn't even know them. That's fair, sweetie. And she's like, well, do I have to participate in this? I'm like, no, baby, it's not mandatory. She's like, then I'm out. I'm not doing it. No way. So I'm like, all right. So I went to bed. About 20 minutes there, she knocks on my bedroom door, and she's like, all right, here's the deal. I want the money. I get you, kid. She's like, so I have a plan. I put my tooth in a cup by the door with a note that says, take the tooth, leave the money in the cup, and stay away from my bed. So you figure that'll work? That'll work, sweetie. That'll keep me away from you. Now, my girl Molly, her whole life, people have always looked at her and then looked at me. And because she looks like her white trash Irish father, any of you guys know any Murphys from Gloucester? I know I didn't have to add the white trash. I could have just said Murphys from Gloucester and you would have drawn the inevitable conclusion. Any opportunity I have to talk shit about my ex, I'm gonna take it. My therapist said this was good for me and it's free. So they've always looked at her and then looked at me and been like, she's cute. Is she yours? And for some reason, maybe it's my age, I see like a text message, so sometimes it's like, she's cute, smiley face emoticon, explain. And sometimes it's like, she's cute, frowny face emoticon, you fat half-breed, hook-nosed Jew bitch, how did you make such a cute little Aryan baby? Right? Fuck them. I was at the market basket when she was a baby, pushing her down the frozen food aisle, minding my own business. When this lady who looked like she took a wrong turn on the way to like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods comes tripping down the aisle, looking around like the EBT cards and WIC folders and poverty were contagious, Purelling herself. And she stops dead next to my carriage, leans in at my baby, and says, you're so cute. Then she looks at me. And I'm pretty sure the security footage will back me up when I say her head did a 360 like an owl. And she goes, is she yours? Right? So I had it. So I leaned in real close and I said, no, bitch, she's not. But there's a blonde hair clue at Mom on L12. It's about knows her kid is gone. Keep your fucking mouth shut and you won't get hurt. That showed her. Well, I will leave you fine people with this. Now, I am not an Indian giver. I'm totally cool with sharing this land with all of you. An honest Indian. Some of my best friends are white people. But if I hear one more of you say you don't get how the Redskins are racist, I'm gonna go on the warpath. Do any of you have reservations about that joke? How? Yes. Thank you. Gypsy Howling.
That's what this is all about. And Gypsy, I feel like we're friends. You know what? Sunday, tomorrow, you want to come over and we'll watch football?